Hey, good morning at Burger King in Sophia, Vermont. One more time. Having a morning coffee. I'm having a morning 6 coffee with Sophia. I'm putting in 3 white creams and 3 white sugars. So Sophia came in late, so I'm gonna have this coffee on her behalf. And let's go have a seat. Let me check. Let me check it. This guy's always short. All right, that's 3 white sugars and 3. I mean, maybe it's destined that I'm having a 6 coffee with Sophia, because remember, didn't she create the 6 pickle sandwiches? That wasn't that hers? I think it was hers. And Jesus was the first one, to my knowledge, that we had the 666 coffee was with Jesus. I remember that. I think Jesus did that for me. All right, let's sit down. This is a 6 coffee with Sophia. I guess because, I guess that's why I chose this coffee. I left my 6 cents tip as usual. You know, hopefully I get on a higher level so I can start leaving $6. You know what I mean? Or 60 cents at a time. You know, I didn't go over. I did a 20 on the 20. I put 6. You know what I mean? Dollars, and I did 60 cents tips and 6 cents tips. I didn't reach the $50 level, $100 level, so I don't have that knowledge. If I could tip on a 50 or 100, I don't even know what I would give, because I don't have that. So let me just sit for the rest of the bit. Mix the product on behalf of Sophia. I'm drinking this. This morning we had a 666 coffee with Jesus. He's the first one that I had that coffee with, and Sophia created the 6 pickle sandwiches. Me and Anna, I don't know, we did, what did we do? Who knows? My fucking brain is like fog. You know what I mean? I guess remember that doctor's diagnosis. Remember that little trick that I put in one of my vids. Maybe I'm being trained not to keep you know what I mean, stressing myself out. You know, because we all forget it and it always comes back to us. So whether it's business or religion or whatever you believe or whatever you're doing at work, you know what I mean, it'll come back to you. You know. If you stress yourself out too much, the brain's gonna boil. All right, so this is 6 coffee on behalf of Sophia, and let's stir it up. Let's taste the product today. Yo, there's a saying, you know that, right? Every hand has a different touch. Did you notice, like certain people, if there's not a certain fucking butcher in the butcher shop that's making sandwiches, or at groceries or restaurants, if the chef's not there, they want to eat from certain people's hands. You know what I mean? At family gatherings and shit, you know, we hear these things, you know? You know, people want their hands to touch their food. You know what I mean? They say there's a special touch, you know what I mean? I met many chefs like that. Actually, you know. It can even be coffee. You know what I mean? During the virus, you can't tell them the coffee, because they're giving you the creamer and sugar on the side. But if they're stirring the coffee for you and the milk and sugar, you know, every barista makes the coffee different. Whether it's fast food or a gourmet coffee shop. They're barista. Right now, this coffee they serve me is a barista's job, you know. It could be a registered girl's job as well, but they, you know what I mean? A barista's one, you know, is an expert in coffee. And it's like a bartender for coffee. I can never do that job. Fuck that. I'm too old for this shit, man. Barista's a tough job. Too many. I have no inspiration for it. That's why. I was inspired to become a bartender at one time in my life, but that didn't work out. I was inspired for that. I had a nice body. You know what I mean? All right body. All right. But I just didn't. It didn't work out. I was inspired for the top fashion school in New York. What was it called? I think it's Empire or something. It's in Manhattan, and they do manicurists, and they do a hairstylist. and that was a top fashion school for ladies. I wanted to do ladies, and I would learn the men as well. I wanted to be a beautician at one time, and that's a top school in Manhattan. You know what I mean? I got the book and everything, hardcover and all the whole 9 yards. That didn't work out. I was gonna go to barber school at one time. I was inspired for that. You know what I mean? I got the knowledge, you know, and I went. The school was called Atlas, to my knowledge, in New York. But that didn't work out. You know, the school of the beautician was a top school in Manhattan. I think it was Empire. I had the hardcover book, beautiful book, yo. And I just, you know what I mean? My life was like, you know, I just wasn't destined, you know. But I was inspired for the shit, you know. If I followed it through, I would have aced it. You know, I aced everything, you know. I ace anything I'm inspired for, you know what I mean? I conquer. So, you know what I mean? But what can we do? Otherwise, you know, that's just the way it is. You know, I had many desires at one time, you know, but that's the way it is, you know. Yeah. Let's cut off this vid.